Staffan De Mistura came to Moscow to get, as he put it, a clear feeling that Syria's cessation of hostilities is back on track. And after a little more than an hour of talks, there were signs from the Russians that this could happen.
Recently, a ceasefire for a period of a few days was announced in Latakia and eastern Ghouta. But our joint aim, ours and the Americans and the UN's, is to prolong this ceasefire and ideally make it permanent. And now we are nearing the end of negotiations between the Russian and American forces over a ceasefire in Aleppo. And I hope that very soon, maybe in the coming hours, this decision will be announced.
Fighting in Aleppo has brought the cessation of hostilities brokered by Russia and the United States to the verge of collapse. And among some Western and Arab diplomats meeting in Geneva on Monday, there was a feeling that Moscow has been doing too little to stop the Syrian government's attacks on Aleppo. De Mistura was encouraged by what he heard from Lavrov on Tuesday, but he said the proof would be whether the fighting does actually cease.
What the Syrians want to hear is no bombs, no rockets, no shelling, no aerial bombing anymore, and no canisters, so that they can start believing in what we are trying to do with them. If that takes place, then we are on the right track again.
That, of course, is a big if, and it doesn't just depend on Moscow and Damascus. The rebels have to play their part too. Ultimately, though, De Mistura is hopeful that a reinvigorated cessation of hostilities would allow both humanitarian aid to get through and a return to the intra-Syrian dialogue. Rory Challands, Al Jazeera, Moscow.